look at your clothes when you come into the house.
Tick concerns. 4 people in Connecticut testing positive for Powassan virus. So what symptoms should you look out for? We're hearing from the experts so you don't get sick.
Plus, new today, a confirmed tornado in Windham County. We'll have the details and the video you'll only see here ahead.
Much calmer weather for us around here moving forward, but things are heating up in the tropics. We'll take a look.
And hundreds are forced to evacuate their office or home in the capital city after a gas leak. We're getting an update tonight on what caused the mess in Hartford.
And multiple arrests after a street takeover. An update from police and reaction from residents in the neighborhood.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Sarah Sanchez.
And I'm Ben Goldman. Late summer is finally here, and with it, a warning from health officials tonight to be on the lookout for ticks after 4 Connecticut residents have tested positive for a rare tick-borne illness.
Health officials fear more people are carrying the virus and they don't even know it. Fox 61's Samaya Hernandez is outside the State Department of Public Health to explain.
Powassan virus is something that people could be carrying without realizing it, but it can be dangerous in the elderly, sending them to the ICU, causing a central nervous system disease. Doris Sugarman is no stranger to tick bites.
This was years ago, and it was the typical, rings around a big bite.
These days, repellent is her best friend before walking the West Hartford Reservoir.
But I haven't really gone walking through fields or anything. I pretty much stay on the path.
Connecticut Department of Public Health warning the elderly to be on the lookout for a combo of fever and feeling off.
If somebody has fever but then has confusion, maybe difficulty walking, talking, headache, stiff neck, other things where they are really off, not themselves.
CDC lab tests confirm 2 men 60 and up tested positive in Middlesex and Litchfield counties in early July. 2 women 50 and older in Windham and Litchfield counties got sick late last month. Sugarman went on antibiotics after her tick bite years ago, but that won't cure Powassan.
Powassan virus does not have any antibiotic treatment or antiviral treatment. It's really supportive care.
In 6 years, 19 cases of Powassan have been reported in Connecticut, 2 linked to deaths last year.
And we didn't really let her walk into the woods or anything like that on her own. She really stayed with us.
The Garcia family taking extra precautions to keep furry friend Tilly safe.
After we finish, usually with all the dogs, we will check them, especially on their underbelly.
The virus is caused by 2 types of tick bites, those from blackleg ticks and deer ticks. The tick has to be on you for at least 15 minutes, and those symptoms can appear about a week after a bite. In Hartford, I'm Samaya Hernandez, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Samaya, thank you. The National Weather Service confirming today an EF1 tornado touchdown in Scotland Friday. Scotland, Connecticut, of course, and it was caught on camera. Meteorologist Ryan Breton joining us with a look at the new video.
The National Weather Service confirming a 5th tornado from Friday morning right here in Connecticut, and that makes it our state's 2nd so far this year. Take a look at this video. This is from Scotland, and you can see the whipping winds. And what I really want you to pay attention to, the flag off in the distance, it changes direction, and one of the flags actually gets taken off as the rotation passes through. This happening right in the town of Scotland in Windham County, right along Route 14. That's where the tornado took place. The National Weather Service looking at the damage today to confirm this tornado, and it's going in the books as an EF1 with winds to 100 miles per hour. The path length actually a pretty impressive, nearly 2 3/4 miles, toppling more than 100 trees or even shearing off some of the tops of those trees Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Ryan Breton, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And moving forward, our weather is much calmer. There is a chance for an isolated shower, but the big story is really cooler and less humid conditions building in for later tonight and into the next couple of days before some rain returns for Thursday and Friday. But we got a couple dry days to get through before that happens. We'll take anything we can get this summer, right? Temperatures in the mid 80s right now for Hartford and New Haven. You might notice it's a little bit hazy outside. That actually has to do with smoke from wildfires burning in Canada. But as we head through the evening tonight and that front comes through, you can actually see some of that haze here on the visible satellite. It will help to clear the air, and I think we'll get that smoke out of here in favor of blue skies tomorrow. Some showers to the north of us here on the radar, and there is a chance for an isolated shower here across Connecticut as we head through the evening tonight. But most of us will stay dry. We will all experience that change in the air, though, for later tonight and tomorrow. Right now, we're looking at temperatures in the lower to middle 80s, and the humidity is either very high or tropical, depending on where you live. But again, that won't be around for very much longer. As we're gearing up for the news at 10 and 11, we'll see temperatures in the low to mid 70s. And by daybreak tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures starting in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Overall, though, we'll see plenty of sunshine, cooler than average temperatures for a change, and cooler than average than today, with highs in the upper 70s to around 80. We'll do this again heading into your Wednesday before those showers return. We'll take a look at that coming up.
Rachel, for people living and working in one part of Hartford, it was anything but a mundane Monday. Emergency crews descended on Main Street for a very dangerous situation. A gas line was punctured during construction. Fox 61's Matt Karen is in Hartford to update us on the incident that forced hundreds of people to evacuate their buildings. Matt.
Well, the good news for rush hour, traffic is once again flowing freely after the heart of Hartford's downtown was brought to a standstill for hours due to a gas leak here at the intersection of Asylum and Pearl Streets.
We just want to go to work and have a normal day.
11:15 a.m. Hartford's high-rise offices just settling in for the start of a new work week when all of a sudden,
emergency, evacuate quickly, down the stairs.
Fox 61 cameras capturing vapor shooting through Main Street manhole covers, a scene you could see and smell.
I was in the area. You could smell the gas out on the street. There was construction being done that hit a gas line. That leak has now been isolated and shut off.
Hundreds of people evacuated, spilling onto sidewalks, taking shelter in bus stops.
We're just sitting here waiting to figure out what's the next step.
Buildings evacuated included the apartments at 777 Main and the Gold Building. It's where Liz Speller works on the 32nd floor, escaping down a crowded emergency stairwell.
30 flights is no joke. Like my knees were shaky by the time we got outside.
She told Fox 61 mixed messaging made a confusing situation more chaotic. At first told to evacuate, then an announcement to shelter in place, followed by a second announcement to evacuate.
The first thing, unfortunately, in this day and age that runs across your mind is like active shooter.
Well, city officials report that the gas leak was quickly isolated and contained, but the fire department did remain on scene for several more hours to make sure the manholes were metered and ventilated. Reporting in Hartford, Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Matt. To New Haven now, where police say a man is dead and a woman is in critical condition after a violent weekend domestic dispute. Police were called to the home twice within just a few hours' time. Once Saturday night when the woman reported an altercation with her children's father, Christopher Garvin, and then 2 hours later when he came back to the house. This is when officers say he shot and injured the woman, and a relative in the house shot and killed Garvin. New Haven's mayor, Justin Elliker, says that they're now looking into how this could have happened.
We also want to make sure that when the officers interviewed the woman, that they did everything properly to ensure as best we could her safety and to determine what they developed as an appropriate safety plan. That investigation's ongoing.
Police say that investigation is ongoing. They'll release details as soon as they can. Also in New Haven, an overnight shooting investigation on Winchester Avenue and Lilac Street. Police say one person was shot and taken to the hospital. It happened around 12:30 last night. Police say the victim was talking with someone in the area when 6 shots were fired. No word yet on the condition of the victim. So far, no arrests have been made. That investigation is also ongoing.
Multiple people are arrested, and police plan on holding more people accountable after hundreds joined a street takeover Sunday. Much of that takeover happened near Morgan Lane in West Haven, and that's where we find Fox 61's New Haven County Bureau reporter Julia LeBlanc. Julia.
Last night, police say hundreds of illegal and legal vehicles took over this street here in West Haven, driving recklessly and even crashing right in front of that home. Now, police say they didn't stop here, and they made their way to other towns and cities throughout the county. Hundreds of ATVs, dirt bikes, and cars taking over West Haven streets on Sunday. This video captured when the riders took over Morgan Lane right around dinner time.
I just don't feel safe anymore.
Kim Marie Mullen is the woman behind these videos. She lives and works nearby.
It was a good maybe 15 minutes of just stopped traffic at rush hour at a very busy four-way intersection.
And police say they did more than just stop traffic. West Haven police responded but were outnumbered and couldn't do much until two dirt bikes crashed right in front of this home in someone's driveway.
So we were able to capitalize on a moment and make a successful apprehension.
Sergeant Patrick Paterla says after resisting, police arrested the two men involved in the crash, Hector Vasquez and Brian DeJesus Melendez, hitting them with 10 charges combined.
They had some sort of coordinated effort here and they chose Connecticut.
The two men were both from out of state. Police say both were carrying guns and one had drugs.
You know, this isn't just dirt bikes. These are two grown adults in possession of firearms and narcotics operating illegal bikes on our roadways.
And they didn't stop here. New Haven's police chief says they came to his city, where a handful of arrests were made and ATVs were seized.
Said they kept going in and out of the town, going to other towns. They shut down Route 15 for a little while.
Something Mullen says is becoming more common and has to stop. She wants state legislators to do something about it.
And we really need Hartford to take a closer look at this, because with drugs, like you're saying, and guns, and all of these hundreds of people, it's a formula for disaster.
Now, West Haven Police Sergeant was injured during the arrest here on Morgan Lane and was sent to the hospital. But tonight, police tell us he's home and is recovering. In the meantime, as we mentioned, they're hoping to make more arrests in this case. We are in West Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Julia, thank you. One person's hurt after a shooting Sunday that happened in New London. It happened in the area of 294 Bank Street, right near the New London Waterfront Park, around 12:45 in the morning. Police say they found shell casings in the road. Police also say a building and a motorcycle were hit. The victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
4 police recruits are sworn in today at New Haven City Hall. These recruits will attend the Waterbury Police Academy, where they'll receive extensive training to prepare them for their roles as police officers.
It's a great job, and it's about embracing that job and getting the most of it. It's about embracing the community and getting the most from the community and our officers, and that's what we do here.
We wish them all good luck. Still to come on the news.